Conceptual BJJ, I have a great video out for you guys today. We're going to be talking about a guillotine. This is a guillotine variation that I like to use in order to capture both carotid arteries. It makes it really tight for a higher percentage tap. And also when he does pass your guard, you can still finish. And I don't recommend letting people pass your guard, but you can finish it from different positions. So let me show you how I set it up. A lot of times you can be in butterfly or sitting guard. And so if we are trying to get to his legs, or maybe we can push him to get a reaction and to John push back into us a little bit. So we can start threatening to take him backwards, right? And John sometimes will push back into us. And so what I can do is move my hips back, and I'm gonna put like a collar tie, and I'm gonna move my collar tie to where my forearm's on the back of his head so that I'm using my body weight. So don't just use your hand to snap. A quick detail, like don't just use your hand, use the forearm to help snap, so it's more of like your body weight behind it. So when I feel John drive back into me, I'm gonna push him down to the mat, and he might not even get all the way that far, but I'm gonna push him down to my armpit right here, right? I'll show you on this side so that you can see more of the guillotine grip. So on this side, I'm gonna start driving into him with this collar tie. I'm gonna tap him back down, and I'm gonna thread this through. So I'm gonna go from behind his ear and quickly shoot this all the way through to this shoulder here. And a quick detail to get that deep is, go ahead. So I keep this forearm on the top of his head, and I'm gonna slide this through here. So I'm gonna take my ear. If my ear's on this side, it's a little hard to get this deep. So I take my ear to this side so I can get this deep to where it's covering the top of the shoulder. One of the defenses that people do to guillotines is he tries to grab my shoulder. He can grab my hand, but also he can go above my shoulder here like this. And so now it's hard to, like, if I'm here like this, it's hard to like finish the grip, and I can't like raise my arm if he's grabbing above my shoulder. Like grab like this. Yeah, now it's hard to finish the guillotine here. So when I thread this across here, you can also do like a ninja choke variation. With these variations where you have like a ninja choke, or here with the Marcelo guillotine where I'm finger, like you can do a finger grab and put the elbow up and finish. The problem with this is when you go against higher level people, or some people that just spaz out, is that if John does like gator roll, like and spins really fast, yeah, I lose it. And if I don't follow him fast enough so I can follow him, so sometimes you can get it where you go here, John gator rolls here, and I'm able to come up and finish and mount, right? But the problem with that is John can roll fast, and I'm not always going to be able to get that position. Sometimes they can scramble out. So what I like to do is block the shoulder. So I go for more of an arm-in style guillotine with that grip. So when I get this, I'm going to lock over his shoulder. I'm going to try to grab my own elbow. And to finish the choke, all I'm going to do is take my wrist to my armpit to close this space. See this space? I'm going to close it by taking my wrist to my armpit and pulling my elbow to my side like that. And I'm going to try to put pressure with the back of my shoulder, my armpit area on the back of his head. So my head goes over here. I'm going to wrap around the shoulder. You can grab your own elbow if you can reach it. If not, it's okay. You can just block this arm. I just want to keep him from rolling with his arm. So if he tries to roll now, it's a little bit harder. So now I just take my wrist to my armpit, squeeze my elbow in, and put pressure in the back of his head with my chest shoulder area. It's real quick tap. The benefit of this is that in most guillotines, they have like a shallow grip, which can take longer to tap. So anytime you can slide this all the way across, you're able to get this V grip here. So my grip's like this, my hand's through. So now it's almost like a rear naked choke, right? So if I pull up on this lever, it's like a rear naked choke. It's getting both carotids on the side of each carotid here. And because we're cutting off both carotids, it's really strong. So I snap him down, I go for it here, and I bring my arm over. It still chokes him. Let's see, he starts passing, it still chokes him.